There's a lovely person named Beulah who I just met. This is part 2 of that video, and we just had like such a huge coincidence because we just ate lunch together, and then I was moved by those wind chimes and I stopped to film them, and then we were like, hey, I know you. Oh wait, maybe you just saw this in the first part of this video or the video just before this video. Anyway, this is the earthwork farm, and I'm just going back to our tent. And yeah, today's Saturday. We play tomorrow. If you're here, I won't have this uploaded, so this will be past tense, but we play tomorrow at like 9 p.m. on the market stage. I've never played on the market stage before, but that is over by like the Night Owl camp. And yeah, and it's a cool little stage. We played on the hill stage a couple times, and yeah, now we're there. That's about all I have to say. Just kind of feeling all the vibes. It's very peaceful here. Here, I'll show you some tents. So cute. And just to speak candidly about like my life and like what things feel like, I do get very overwhelmed in spaces, not just where there's a lot of people, because I actually don't get very overwhelmed in like Chicago, because I'm not trying to interact with any of those people. I'm trying to just, you know, be in a city and experience like the coffee shops or the museums. I don't go to that many museums, but you know, public spaces, and not necessarily make connections. It's almost the opposite. When I'm in Chicago or New York, I get very introverted and solitary, and maybe that's where these traits came from. It's like I grew up in a family where there were lots of, well, you know, 5 of us, and just like all of our needs being met in different ways, and then, you know, doing all of our activities but also coordinating together. And then when you move off to a city, it's like kind of you know, it's just kind of like a different thing. You just kind of organize your own schedule and you do a lot of solitary stuff, or at least I did in city life. So yeah, being on the farm, you know, 3 days out of the year. Oh my gosh, I thought I saw an eagle, but it's okay. Oh, it's probably not there anymore. Okay. Anyway, you know, being here, there's just a lot of people that it's exciting to connect with. Some that I know, and then sometimes you just meet new people, but they're all people who have a kind of similar lifestyle or vision. I mean, not always the same, but just a lot of commonalities. Even the most opposite people to me here, there's a lot of commonalities, either in values or just, you know, they're doing cool stuff that maybe I admire, even if it's not what I do. And so I just find myself wanting to make lots of connections. And yeah, so this is my first moment today, really, of just taking a moment, a pause, and like going out, walking by myself. I don't see where the cows went, though. I really wanted the cows in this video. Maybe I'll have to make a cow video later. Anyway, I think maybe sometimes spaces like these make me more self-conscious then to make a video, not just because people are seeing me do this, but because I become more aware of how weird this is. Like, why would this be something that is so like fulfilling for me, as opposed to connecting with people? And I think the thing is, it is that the connecting with people is more fulfilling. It's just that I seem to have like an inner threshold where each experience kind of really marks me and becomes so strong, like a part of my experience. And if since, you know, 8 a.m. today, I've already had like 15 of them, and they're all going like that to my mind, my body, my spirit, my brain, it's all pinging around, and it can feel like for each experience I would almost need a moment like this, and there isn't time for that, and I don't want there to be time for that. But it's just, I think that's why very extroverted environments like this can be, it's fun, it's exciting, but then I often kind of need some time to reflect on all of it. And maybe that's true for everybody, but I just find that my pace is slower than a lot of people's, and even my walking pace, and so I can feel kind of self-conscious about that even my walking pace is so much slower than people's, and so I can just get self-conscious, like a feeling like I'm either holding people back or letting people down if I'm not able to be as present as they are. But I am definitely getting better at it over the years. I think I used to swing into an almost hyper, not manic, but hyper state in order to manage it. And so I don't really go like full hyper anymore. I used to be like, okay, I'm gonna be on for these 3 days, and then just get really, you know, up and really bubbly and kind of giddy with everybody, and that can be the thing that drains me. So I'm trying to just be my actual self, which might be fast talking, and sometimes that takes up a lot of space, and so then I have to be careful not to interrupt and careful to really listen, and that's hard for me. I'm working on that. My sister and I like kind of overlap talk sometimes. We'll be listening while one finishes and starting ours, and we just both do it, and we can do it for hours, and it's like, that's not how everybody else wants to communicate. It's kind of intense to be like that. So try to just listen more, and it's usually easier for me to listen more if I remember to check in like this, and if I remember to, you know, like if I remember that I don't have to be smiley and giddy in spaces just because I'm excited to see people. I can also just be kind of chill like this and just be like, oh, whatever. And you know, I used to worry that that might come off like I wasn't excited to see somebody, but even that falls in the category then of people pleasing. Like if my natural state of needing to maintain a sort of calm equilibrium in a space like this is that it might come off like I'm not excited to see somebody, which I usually try to make up with hugs, but like even that, you know, then I end up the huggiest one in a place like this. But even that, I'm just trying to work on all of it, and I'm trying to be okay with like being, I don't know, just a person floating around through life, floating around, showing you YouTube videos, backstage videos, behind the scenes videos of Earthwork Harvest Gathering. Artist area. I feel like I'm like spying on the artist area, artists and staff, you know, but like, whatever. I don't think anyone cares. I didn't put anyone intentionally in it. Oh, except Beulah. Oops. Hi, Beulah. Hope you don't mind. If you do, just write me and I'll take it down. Okay, that's my check-in video. We don't play till tomorrow, so I'm still feeling pretty chill in that regard. I think I'll go write a song. Bye!